Yo, what's up? It's Abortive, and today we're going to be reading a diphenhydramine trip report. Let's get it. After a bit of curiosity for about 2 months, I attempted to take a high enough dosage to feel the delirious effect. Full on knowing what I will get into, and trying to start small, the dosage finally worked was 500 milligrams. This was taken via benadryl. Scene, Tuesday night about 4 p.m. Because of the 2 failed attempts with lower doses, I did not expect this dosage to work, and I was very relaxed going into this, working on schoolwork, listening to music, and the lights off. About 6 o'clock. I forgot to document times. The visuals had crept up on me slowly, and though I got the general cottonmouth floaty feeling, I was not expecting the effects until I looked down at the floor to take a break from my eyes. Both my floor and my bed had begun to look as if they were puffed up, like a balloon, or inflated, and inflated and deflated continuously for about an hour and a half. Because I still remember that I was not sober, I found this absolutely hilarious. This was the only prominent effect by now. Towards around 6:40, still whilst working on schoolwork, I began noticing that my memory was rapidly declining. As I wrote a sentence, I would forget what I was talking about, or how it was going. I would reread it and reread it, try to remember it, yet every attempt I tried, it made literally no sense whatsoever. Reading back on the paper now, it's absolutely hilarious. I can't believe I thought it was acceptable to submit, but apparently my teacher didn't care about the incoherence. Shortly after this, as my computer temporarily went idle and the screen turned black, I started to notice my reflection and did not recognize it whatsoever. I was fully convinced that it wasn't me, and though I don't know what I imagined myself to be, it certainly was not the reflection that showed. I blinked, turned my head back and forth, and smiled to myself, and my reflection blankly stared at me, not moving, and basically looking dead to all emotion. Nice. By now, I had forgotten I was even delirious. This is one of the most concerning parts of the trip, and if I had the need to jump out of the window, I definitely would have, and was somewhat confused. Yet another reason I recommend a trip sitter for this. Skipped through a couple of mostly uneventful hours to 10 p.m., except the sketchy spiders that were trying to get under my door. This is when I fully had no clue what time everything took place, because I basically entered the mental and physical standstill void purgatory. No clue what to categorize it as, but it was mega fucking whack. Throughout this time, to about 4 a.m., many strange things came and went. Can't remember what order. Memory was basically obliterated. As I went to bed, forgetting about nightly routines, including saying goodbye to my best friend, which I have done every night for about a year, I realized I was getting no sleep tonight. Though sleepy, I didn't feel tired or ready to sleep whatsoever. And I started seeing more spiders and bugs. I saw gnat-like bugs swarming around and covering my hands. And though this was normal, I saw spiders crawling underneath my door again. That seemed fine too. At this time, I began seeing people. I watched my friends exit and enter my room, dissipate every time I tried to talk to them. People I didn't even talk to, sleeping in my desk chair, sitting in my bed next to me and walking around. I was very pissed about this and slightly uncomfortable by the girl in my bed and the people watching me sleep, but somehow I thought this was normal. I had heard trip reports about Dph and thought, haha, idiots, I would never think any of that was normal. But in the end, it's a deliriant, and I was a dumbass to think that. And thus my friend solemnly sitting on my floor with a dead expression became normal. Yet it even got worse. I heard voices in my room. The first auditory hallucination all night. But obviously my completely silent intruders in my room wouldn't be talking, so logically, it must be my fucking bulletin board and the door to my attic. Many conversations took place in my room, all between disembodied voices and inanimate objects. Every time I attempted to help, respond, or add to the conversation, which I can't remember, whatever was talking to me would shut up, disappear, or give off the aura of someone that was immensely pissed. My morning hallucinated friends would occasionally ask for objects such as a piece of paper that I clearly saw at the foot of my bed, so I would crawl out of my covers, swat at whatever they want, and fail to pick it up. Asshole realm walking person would proceed to fade into the air, and I'd be frustrated. I consistently saw things such as 3 pairs of my glasses, pieces of paper, my phone, but slightly smaller, my friend's water bottle. My cotton-mouthed 4 a.m. self would desperately reach for the water bottle, have my hands out, swat straight through it, and got pissed that I couldn't figure it out. The last strange occurrence was when I stumbled out of my bed at some ungodly hour, nearly fell because of the staggering weight of gravity, and looked into my full-length mirror. I looked at what I vaguely clung to as myself, and wondered why I looked so dead and motionless. My hair was also brown. No clue why my hair is currently dyed. Though normally brown, I had no clue why. Somehow, throughout all of that weird shit, this was the strangest thing to myself. When it hit 6:20 a.m., my phone played my annoying alarm and I stumbled out of my sweaty blanket cocoon, pupils still dilated, an overwhelming sense of what the fuck. Surprisingly, I had yet to feel any form of tiredness and mostly just felt sweaty and gross. Memory was somewhat restored, and though I was still a little slow during the day, I didn't really feel that bad. Throughout this day, my pupils remained dilated. My heart felt like I had ran for the fitness gram pacer test 100 times, and overall, I probably seemed pretty messed up. My friend, unaware of this, commented that they could literally hear my heart beating. TLDR. Don't be dumb unless you're really curious. In that case, do it, but don't be too dumb. Hey, thank you guys for listening to the Trip Report, and if you liked the video at all, please make sure to subscribe, like, maybe even comment. I don't know. I will talk to you guys next time. Have a nice trip.